everyone, Ivy Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. For today's video, we're going to go ahead into the Chief Challenge versus Auster, and I'm going to do a showcase with my crazy wild team and see if I could hit the max points. Alright, so I'm here for a no-face video, guys. Sorry, it was a late night. We went to a wedding. I was exhausted. My hips hurt. My legs hurt. I danced for only like 5 minutes and it just destroyed me. I'm over 15 weeks pregnant now and my body got exhausted. I got so out of breath. I feel like I'm still recovering from just a little bit of dancing and it's pretty sad, but hey, our bodies do crazy things when we're pregnant. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of chill and talk to you guys and share my experience here. So I actually did already record a lot of video on this, and then I scrapped it all because I realized my people were completely strangely built, and I have no idea why. I really don't even know if that was how I just ran my last guild boss. I'm like, oh dear God. I had some weird stuff on people. But yeah, this is going to be a showcase video, not a free-to-play friendly guide. Just to be very clear, this is not me trying to say how to beat this guy with the easiest heroes you can possibly obtain. This is me trying to do my best damage for my account with who I have. So, do I have Flora? Yes, I do. But do I have her exclusive artifact? No. Do I have her inspired? No. So, it's not like it's super busted by any means. It's not like people can't pull a single copy of Flora. It's actually not that bad. I mean, it is what it is. It's one legendary. I mean, I'm going to have 2 legendaries with Ogok in the team as well, but you could use Vikuk instead. But let's go ahead in here and take a look. So we have Auster. Fire damage taken by increase, so that's what we're going in here with our wild team. And luckily, I mean, Auster is what it is. He's how he is normally. He places Frost. He does big smacks. He has this kind of a range, so we can space people out and avoid that. And yeah, we cannot control the boss. And he kind of has this enhancement damage bonus, just like Vortex. And luckily, just like Vortex, we can go in there, play around, and see what happens. So people are getting some crazy points. It's so hard to tell what this actually means. But yeah, I watched Arsalan. Oh yes, here. Shout out to Arsalan here. He is our guild, our alliance leader for Eternals. He is always at the tops of the leaderboards. He's got an insane account, really smart, always testing stuff, and he did a video on this boss. So if you want to see someone just absolutely put me to shame, that's where you go. He's got those exclusives. He's got those inspirations, and well, he's gonna kick some booty. So I already tested this, and I was extremely impressed at my damage. I was shocked. And then I had went in and I looked, and I actually had like the blaster jar I had on freaking Tonalon for some reason. I don't even know what that was for. I decided to go ahead and put that on Furboth, who it's better on. I don't have the materials to level this up any higher, so it is what it is. And I don't know what accuracy we need for this boss, so we're gonna have to pay attention and see if I get a bunch of resists. It doesn't tell us how much accuracy we need versus the resist of this boss, so we're just gonna have to find out. I did go ahead and put Tonalon in a damage eyeball. I actually I had him in something that was not damage at all. So I think this is really going to help my damage overall. The only difference is if I take out I had Fully in the team before, which I might have to change. We'll see. But she brings this crit damage aura, which was shockingly amazing compared to the attack. I thought the attack might be better because it's going to help Ogok and Flora more. But my God, like I couldn't believe the damage I was actually getting. So I wanted to fix my team and kind of see how it goes. I finally got some new runes to level up. I got more epics. I was working with all blues for like most of these artifacts or these runes here. We got them a little bit better defense here and here than what I had before. I did get a crit. This one has crit damage, and I was able to get him with a crit damage, at least epic version instead. So I am using this on Erich because he does hit like 5 times. So he should have more chances to place this, which has a low chance to land. That's what that's there for. But yeah, I'm hoping this little blast jar extra damage, even though it's not super leveled up, is going to help keep Furboth I'll give extra damage overall and beat the boss faster. I'm hoping I'd be sacrificing some of my HP for this lower level artifact isn't going to completely kill me. But if I have to, I might go in and adjust. But hopefully this extra defense I added with the runes is enough. And I have Ogok here in the wonderful hourglass. It's only level 16. Nothing's fully leveled for me. I have a nice account with people like Flora, but nothing by any means. My account is not a Kraken account. It's hardly even a whale account to that standard. And yeah, it's still... I've gotten some good Legos, and this is a season 0 account, so this is my season 2, remember, as well. So because Auster, all right guys, so because Auster has this, we're spreading out our DPS. I'm putting them to the back. But because Ogok has this bounce of the heal, I want to have them pushed ahead one spot. So instead of putting them back here, I'm putting them here just for the sake of Ogok's bounce. I'm hoping it'll still work with extra healing. It seems fine. But either way, he'll heal on his ultimate. So also, if you don't have some of these characters, you could use Vikuk. If you're doing a similar team, Vikuk is amazing. He has the big dispel here of all allies and heals. And he brings attack penalty as well. He just kind of does it all. He's an amazing hero. There's obviously Foley and Elfie are great for wild. I was doing it with Foley. And like I said, I really love her crit damage aura. So I might have to put her back in. The damage was so much better on full auto. I couldn't believe it. So I might end up having to swap Erich out and putting her in instead and then putting her in the artifact. At least she can hit up to 3 times with that as well. Which is better than Furboth, who is only going to hit like once and have, if it lands, it lands. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I want to make sure, number 1, we're keeping up attack penalty as much as possible. And number 2, we're keeping up the, where is it? The defense penalty as much as possible as well. So that's kind of my plan here. So I'm just going to do a bit of a showcase of my team, see what happens. I'm going to go full auto. The only thing I'm going to do is delay my wild people here. Oh, wait, no, I need Erich to go first this time, which is a little bit wonky. But Erich actually needs to go first because he's got the decreased defense. He's got the defense penalty. So I need to wait for Erich to go. And he's got a longer cooldown, though, but he's definitely going to land it. Then I'm going to pop. I'm going to wait a few seconds, then pop Flora and Toddlenon. I'm going to see if that can sync up okay. It was better with Voresh, Furboth, because he has a better cooldown than Erich. Erich is a little slow here, it seems, but I just want to make sure that Erich always is placing the defense penalty before where everyone else is using their ultimates for the most damage potential. And see, it seems like he's landing it very consistently so far. Now, what I'm not paying attention to is my decreased attack from Furboth. When Furboth uses his ultimate, is it getting resisted? That's what I want to know. All right, let me pop up my damage here so you guys can see what's happening. I don't think it's getting resisted. I think we're doing okay. So I think I'm all right with the under 200 accuracy I have on him right now. I just have to remember to change things back for the sake of Guild Boss because my team's a little different. But this is really fun because it's kind of allowing me to play around with my Vortex team, you know? My Guild Boss, as I keep calling it. It's allowing me to play. And this is not perfect. Like, I'm not timing Ogok perfectly. Because I found when I was delaying him too much, I really needed the heals and everything more often. So it was actually kind of hurting my team, I think, by not just letting him go. But ideally, if we get some scary hits with like the ultimate from Auster, I could time to have the immortality at that point from Ogok's ultimate. But yeah, this is fun. This is just a little showcase, guys. It's not meant... Ooh, look at my health going down. So that gets scary. Yeah, the timing is definitely something to keep an eye on. But this is not me trying to be, free-to-play friendly. Why was that so bad this time? Okay, so killing my HP on my Furboth just killed my damage. So unfortunately, I've got to go change his artifact and try this again. That's not good enough. This artifact was on Furboth before, and that was 4,000 HP. So I might kind of reset my team to go back to what it was with Foley. So let's do that. All right, so I'm going to try this again where I take out Erich and put in Foley. And we're going to use Foley's crit damage aura instead. So she has only 70% crit damage or so. Yeah, 74. It's not perfect by any means, but it helps. And Toddlenon has, yeah, he's about this. He's only got, yeah, over 70 as well. But hey, or no, more than that. But yeah, he's all right, but not high enough. But we're going to hope for the best. It's still really, I couldn't believe when I did it earlier. And actually my crit rate on my Furboth isn't so bad, so that's kind of funny. But I did end up putting this back on Furboth just because of the HP, and I don't have a really good supportive artifact for Furboth to keep him alive, and he's a little bit squishier without it. So I can't let my tank die so early. So even though Tunnelnon would be better because of the 5 attacks, I'm just going to try to let Tunnelnon have maximized damage and see how this goes with our crit damage aura in the mix. And let's try again on full auto. And this time we're going to try to let Flora go first and then the others, and then just let this roll. So we're going to let Furboth go because we want his ultimate before we let Flora go. Okay, we did not land the defense penalty, of course, go figure. And then we're going to pop the other 2. Okay. So this was what was doing really well for me. I'm actually extremely impressed with what my damage was. But I almost feel like I got lucky because now all of a sudden my Furboth has been dying earlier than it did the first run. But we'll see if I can get better damage than I did before. And yeah, I just kind of want to see what happens. And I will let you guys know what I had before for damage and see if we come close. But I'm super hoping that now that I realized I had the wrong artifact on Tunnelnon, that I can get a much better score this time around. So let's roll the rest of this run. And this is going so much worse than before. I feel like I rolled up some runes, improved my team, and now I'm doing less damage. She is dying way too early. She's super squishy. Unfortunately, I think that means I need to put more survivability on her instead. Oh god, I didn't realize I had this. Oh gosh, didn't even notice that. Well, this gives me more, no more crit damage, actually. I only have it to 16. But look at the extra survivability. A little bit more HP might be what I need. I can't level it up fully, so we'll leave it there. I might need some survivability on her, though. I know it sounds silly, but this little bit... And that's actually part of Tunnelnon, too. I think Tunnelnon had this artifact on instead, which gave him some her some survivability. So maybe I do the same here. Maybe instead I give Tunnelnon some more survivability for being in that front line and just take off what little extra crit damage I had. I'm just gonna have to sacrifice that, but at least we're using the crit damage aura. I'm really bummed. It's so funny, you know, like you feel like I made some of these runes better, and I thought I put the better choices for artifacts on people, but it's just not good enough. I do have 2 people with decreased attacks, so our attack penalty, you know? So I thought that would be good, but all right, I don't know. I don't know how it's not rolling as perfect as it did the first time. Go figure. It's like I'm never going to hit that number again or something. All right, I'm going to do the same delay though anyway, even though it delays a tiny bit of damage, but I want Furboth to go first. Again, not landing the defense penalty because less likely to land it. That could be hurting me big time, but I really don't want to hurt Tunnelnon's damage. So if anything, maybe I try that for fully once I get a better artifact. Well, once I get that jar leveled up for Furboth. Or I also want to purchase the horn. That's another great artifact that's legendary eventually whenever I get another legendary dupe. But we aren't landing the defense penalty much at all, which is really going to hurt our damage. So maybe that's just where my RNG came in on the last run. I just did a lot of damage faster because I got lots of landing of the defense penalty. But it was on Furboth. It really was. So it's really interesting to see that. All right, let's let it roll again. tank's dying too early. This is bad. I don't know what happened. It's so weird because now I'm doing the same thing I was doing with complete success, and all of a sudden it's failing. It is crazy. All I did was nothing to tunnel, nothing to him. Maybe I changed out an... Okay, you know what? I might have changed out an HP for defense, so maybe the HP is a little bit more important here? Because, like, does he... I can't remember. Ignoring defense. Let's see. Oh, yes, it's this battle skill. Ignores 100% of defense. I totally forgot. I should remember. I have Auster. So I went ahead and the HP should make a really big difference. So on her, good. I added HP. Let's, again, try that again with more HP on my Furboth. And hopefully he lands the defense penalty more this run. Boom. Nope, of course not. He just likes to start off without landing it, apparently. Definitely needs to be on Tunnel Non with more attacks, or even just fully with potentially 3 attacks. That might be the difference too. But I just don't have high enough artifacts to give him those stats back that I'm taking away from all that HP, so he can't be squishy. That's not good. Alright, and that was not too far off my last run. I actually did 18 million when I did it really well and then realized my gear didn't make as much sense. So ironically I did better, but that could have just been RNG and a little bit better timings with Ogok. But I think timing Ogok is what I need to work on to make this better. Also, Furboth's survivability could use a lot of boost. I think I really, really need Essence of Creation and level up some of those survivability artifacts. Like I would love to get that jar on, the blast jar on him for more fire damage. Plus, especially for this battle, fire damage is exactly what I need. But it would give him more survivability. And then, yeah, I could switch the Witch's Remains to fully or Tunnel Non. I think this is my best potential for now, though. So I am going to go ahead and save it and be happy to get the 2nd level reward. Let's claim. Woohoo! So that was 4 instead of 5, but I'm shocked at that. I know I'm not going to be able to do that with my other battles. This is going to come in handy to level up my people even better. So I'm honestly happy with that. I know it's not super crackin' crazy perfect, but neither is my account. Honestly, I've barely been playing. And if you want to, I'm not barely been playing. I've been playing my Starlight account more. So you can even see over here, I still haven't pushed all of this. So those bosses that are available weekly, there's 1 extra boss that gets added for the weekly rewards I haven't even got to yet. So kind of need to do that over the next couple days. But yeah, I wanted to continue showcasing what I'm using to beat these bosses as we improve, as I tweak things. And I think it's pretty fun. I hope you guys like seeing even the higher strategies just to see the potential and to see how hard this really is. Even with my amazing, wonderful Flora, I really do struggle getting 22 million to get the top damage. So it's obviously not that easy to get the top damage with fire. If you can't do it with Flora with decent gear, it's going to be hard. You know, you can tell it's going to be hard, but I'm going to take it. I'll be I did not expect to even get the 11k, honestly. So I'm happy. I know it's not perfect. I know I could time Ogak better. And yes, finally, if you're still watching and you didn't catch the other note, yes, I know this is not like how to beat Auster with free-to-play friendly heroes, but you know what? One copy of Flora is not busted. It's just a legendary. We get legendaries in this game. People gotta stop acting like we don't. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.